Here we are yet again for another Naughton episode. Okay, so I came back here to do things, and I feel like I didn't quite decide. Mr. Man? No. Chance of paralysis, reduced speed. Okay, I did that, and I cleaned things up a bit. Hello. But wasn't I going to use the thief? I believe I was. Now, you will have to pardon me. It is... What is the word? Your life depends on it. That's all that matters. Right? So, okay. Gather your party and get for choice. But anyways, pardon me. I feel a little sick. It's only just coming on now as a headache and a bit of a cough. So I've taken stuff. Hopefully that'll get reduced over the length of this recording. But there may be some coughing. And I don't feel like editing it, so apologies. But that's how it is. This is my only chance to record before the thing goes up for Tuesday, so we're gonna have to suffer. We know we got this guy. We should probably keep Alistair. Yes. Morrigan hasn't been with us for a while, but I think I prefer Win anyways.
Yes.
Except, okay, so where was I? Flameth's hut. Sulker's Pass. Soldier's Peak. Callanhead Docks. Den Arim. Refugees, Lothering. It wasn't Lothering I went back to. It was Ostagar. I'm pretty sure. Don't panic. Alright, now, firstly... Oh, he's got Hex Periods. But, let's see. What have you got? Just a basic sword. Crow Dagger's not bad. Long Runner's Cap. Dalish Gloves. Dalish Armor. His gear is is a bit meh. Mithel's Blessing. Doesn't really apply. I mean, it looks like it could apply to him, but... Buckle of the Winds. Not really better. He doesn't do that kind of damage. So really, nothing new for him. But he could use stuff. Now, if not mistaken, there be... And actually, let's just... I forgot about this. Level up. Level 1. Specialization, Assassin. He has another one. Duelist. Ranger. And from all the way back here, it looks like Bangor. Ranger. Let me move this. Okay. Ranger. He's a bow dude. Bard. Ugh. Willpower and Cuning. Duelist. Duelists are deadly combatants who prefer to fight in light armors and strike with light but precise attacks. This sounds more like my sort of thing. Oh, but I don't know how to do it. And he's already an assassin, so I have to learn Duelist from someone. Was that lady early on? Or was she something else? Okay, well, I guess we have to ignore that for now. Dexterity, Willpower, Strength, Cuning. Constitution. Cuning. What does Cuning do for him? Determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills, such as herbalism and combat tactics, require quick mind to master. Rogues benefit most from this statistic, as many of their class abilities and special attacks rely on the subtlety. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just give him a nice round number. 25. Assassin. Exploit weakness, a keen eye. This is passive. I like passive. We will do that. Okay. Oh, hello. Alright. So, there are things for you lying around. Large wooden round shield. Ooh, I did not see this before. Key to Mage's chest. Wow. Okay. How y'all doing? No, I want to stay here. I'm stupid. I wonder if part of why I feel worn out is because just recently...
On it.
2 days ago, I went to the local dealership to buy a car. And then I didn't. Ha ha ha! No, so I have 2018 electric car. I'll just leave it at that. And it's still good. It charges. Oh, its range is still the same. A lot of people say, oh, they lose range over time. I haven't seen that part yet. What I have seen is that it charges a little slower than it used to. And it was already kind of a slow charger anyways. I mean, it's an early adoption. That's how it goes. Early tech. Early tech always costs more and works less well than later tech, which costs less and works better. And then, of course, people figure out all the quirks and stuff and figure out how to cut corners, and then it starts working poorly again. But in any case, it is a little slow. And actually, there's no reason for it to be. So what we think is, from research, that a sensor, which is supposed to gauge the temperature of the battery, and if it's too hot or it's too cold, then it intentionally limits the speed so as not to damage the battery and such. But if it's slightly misconfigured and it doesn't quite get the range of temperature right, then it might think it might be overreacting and reducing the charge rate to about like between half and 2/3 of its normal rate, which you tend to get as it gets fuller and fuller, you get to that slower rate. Or if it's like super cold or super hot, it will do the same thing. But it's doing it even when it shouldn't. So what we might do is see if we can get an expert, which they do not have at the dealership, by the way, to look beyond the codes. Because the thing is, if the sensor thinks it's doing the right thing, it's not going to throw an error. It's just going to say, no, I've made this decision, and it's the correct decision. But we can tell that it's not. So we might find a local expert to just test the calibration and see if that will get it back to normal. Because, in all honesty, like, we drove up for Christmas in the winter. It was a little slow, but it just didn't matter. You know, when you only make a long trip a couple of times a year, it just doesn't matter that it takes a little while to charge. It absolutely doesn't matter. You get to your destination an hour and a half later than you otherwise would with a car where you're only stopping for 3 minutes. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. All the range anxiety and crap people have is just absolutely imaginary. Weren't there things here I was supposed to be able to open? I'm running around in circles talking my head off, but I don't see what the point is. Alright, so a new model of the car has just come out. It does not look as nice. It's more samey with other like SUVs. It's small. It's not really, I mean, it's sort of SUV shaped, but it's not SUV sized, thankfully. And we have strong opinions about that. But the new one also costs less, has a little bit longer range, and it charges like 3 times faster, which would be really, really nice. And this one has a sunroof, which, you know, the original model did not have. So I was like, oh, I remember having a sunroof once. I'd like to have one of those again. I am dang certain there were chests hanging around here that I was supposed to be opening with this guy. I'm pretty dang certain. The door still looks interactive. Where else have I been? Where there are several chests that I can now not open. What am I missing? Anyhow, major point being, the old one is still great. Taking on another $500 or $600 a month payment to finance, not to lease, is perfectly survivable. But when the old one's completely paid off and is great, why are you doing this? On top of that, the dealership was awful. Like the same guy I bought the original car from was right there and ready, and he saw my name and he immediately picked up. And I feel bad for him because he's a nice enough guy, but they tried to swindle me 3 different ways. Oh, here's one. Merrick's Blade. We saw stuff about Merrick before. And you know what? This might be something he can use. Health regen. Weakens nearby darkspawn. 75 stamina regen. 6 versus, and he's got 2 slots. Secret correspondence.
So it's true. He had convinced the forces of Orlais to ally against the Darkspawn.
Empress Celine was merely awaiting his response.
A response that never came, and now never will, thanks to Loghain's treachery.
Never is a long time, Alistair. Give it time, and let cooler heads prevail. There will be peace between us yet.
Well, I hope you live to see it, Wynne.
And I hope the Darkspawn don't.
Their painter is pretty good. Anyway, was that going to be opened by that key I found? Did I even need this guy? I mean, I would have this guy in the group anyways, but... Alright, let's see. Face this way. Yeah, so... First... The car was listed in their search online at a certain price, and that price included the destination charge, the delivery it took them to truck it to where it was being sold. I had the trade-in. I did thorough, multiple estimates on it through different unrelated parties, more than one, who had nothing to do with the dealership, had no skin in the game. They all said $7,500 to $8,000. So when the guy asked me, how much do you want for your car? I'm like, well, this is one of those things where he's trying to get you to commit to a lowball. And I'm like, okay, $8,000. If I get worked down to like $7,000, I'm not going to cry about it. And not only did they come back with, we'll give $6,000 for it, which was lower than any estimate's lower end. And then they tried to cite CarMax as their authority on that, who I will say in the past, when I had wanted to sell another car, lowballed me by like $5,000 on a car. I only had a year, but I was forced to move for work, and it just didn't make sense, so I got rid of it. So I already had a bad opinion of CarMax from years and years and years ago, and years can change things, but years rarely change corporations for the better. They usually get worse with time, not better. So there's that. But not only did they lowball really bad on the trade-in, but they tacked on the destination charge on top of the price that already included the destination charge. They were trying to double tap me on that. And, ooh, cutscene. Oh, that's the guy. We got flashbacks. Ow! I don't think I could show that pic as a thumbnail, though. That one I can. Is that the same guy? No. He's a orc. Darkspawn. Why are these these guys so mean? What is their story? Oh, they're coming from both ends. And I am playing with the wrong dude. Hold. Yes. The horse. Watch me forget everything I was just talking about. Okay. Now these guys are coming. Shatter, please. No, he didn't shatter. Okay. He's got knocked down.
Very well.
Okay, so Mr. Guy needs a heal. Oh. Oh, and what's everybody doing? And I'm gonna switch directions.
Quick, let's do something!
Oh, he's dead. Sorry. He seems okay. She seems okay. There are these guys.
Very well.
Maybe, yeah. No, I haven't the mana for that. All right.
Enough.
You really wish to be beaten by an old woman?
She's great. Way nicer. Way nicer than Morgan. I realize you're supposed to be able to, like, warm up to Morgan over time, but I don't think my patience is there for it.
Enough!
That's a lot of blood.
I'm not like against it, just she's making it too hard. Why am I making this too hard? So, yeah, they screwed around on that. Then, of course, they were pushing really hard the. Oh, you know, you want this extra maintenance pond beyond what comes with the car, you know.
Battle is over, is it? I would have liked to get back at
And that was like an extra $3 or $4 grand for the minimal thing that just extends, I think, the battery to like maybe a year longer than it normally gets. Oh, we got a level. And it said no. And, you know, I was pretty upset at this point because of all the cheating and them trying to make excuses for things that I had pre-researched. And, you know, went around in a few circles. I also mentioned I have to have the added feature that comes with the sort of reverse connect adapters to connect, because this new car is North America something standard, you know, which is the same as Tesla. And Tesla charging stations, cords are too short to reach the car. So that, you know, I want to be able to use all of the old stations I have been using up and down the East Coast for various things. And they're like, oh, those, they haven't been put out yet. I'm like, how could you put the car out without the adapters? Not their fault, but that seemed like a bad idea. And unfortunately, they kept trying to say, like, go to the stock and say, well, we have this. I'm like, no, that's the complete opposite of what I'm asking for, and they didn't understand what I was talking about. But, you know, in the midst of all this, he kept tacking the extra $3.5 grand of maintenance back on. He did it 3 times. I had to say no to this. And then they gave, like, I already had the loan pre-approved with my credit union. The last time I bought a car with them, they ended up signing me up for some other credit union without even telling me as part of their finance thing, and I still have to get rid of that account. But they were clearly unhappy about me already having that, and they were saying, well, we can't do this, but it turns out, yes, you can. No, yes, we can, and whatever. And they, at some point, my wife had to leave because we were going to go out and she had to turn the laundry, so she took the car back to the home while I finished. And I was like, no, I think I'm done here. I hadn't actually, I signed the paperwork for the new car because I still technically kind of wanted it, but that's the one. It's like, well, can I come to collect it in a couple of days or something? And so, you know, that, and I walked home and overnight and into the next morning, I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. We don't need the extra expense. They gave me such a hard time. I'm angry about it all over again. So I called them up, I think yesterday morning. I'm like, I'm not doing this. And then, of course, on the phone, they tried to work me back up. Like, actually try to offer a good old car when it was actually. But the thing is, it's still worth a hell of a lot as a car. Like, it will continue to do another 10 or 15 years of labor as a car, worth way, 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 way more than its turn-in value. Without costing an extra cent beyond the electrons and a set of tires at some point. I mean, something will break down eventually, but 8 years later, it's basically been perfect. So, we're going to hold on to it. Maybe in another 2 years, I'll see if the R3 Meridian has finally come out. Because it's actually small, which is important. Because big cars are dumb. If you disagree, we should have an argument. It's a really good argument. So the R3 looks small and cute enough to be a good upgrade. But it's not available. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Are you? Did you? Oh, she helped me. It looks like she was shooting. I wasn't that upset. Okay, let's not let him die a second time. Where did he go?
Away with you.
I will help you. Anybody else? He could use an itch. Also, as of this recording, it is Pi Day, so unbeknownst to the wife thing, I have got a pie. She will find out in like 2.5 hours. Trap detected. Ooh, he needs health again. No dying. Ooh, it's a bigger one. Can I distract this guy? Yep. Yes, I cannot.
Don't give them the advantage.
Is anybody helping me? Where's everybody else? Oh, one of them's all the way over there. What? Thou shalt not. Wait, he woke up.
Fine thing we've done.
Watch out, trap there.
Oh, but she can heal us. You gonna do it? Ooh, what's this?
I shall do it.
That feels like it's supposed to be important.
As you say.
Also, you know, the way things politically are going, the way it looks like bigwigs are trying really hard to get rid of all jobs, you know, and AI everything, but, you know, who your customer's going to be after that, I don't know. You know, adding on a car on top of uncertainty.
It is begun.
Like, we could use the money to go on a Japan trip, and at this point I'm just worried that, ooh, you know, if we do go abroad, we're going to get picked on because of all the stupid and awful things our country's doing. Kalen's Gauntlets. Quest updated. Does that mean I have all 3 things?
Watch out, trap there.
You know what? I keep forgetting about this. Let's level up. Okay, Arcane Warrior, Dexterity, Cunning. Rogues benefit most. Oh, so that's a generic thing. Okay. Magic, Constitution, Strength. I don't need. Dexterity I don't really need, but again, I have a predilection for even numbers and 5. Multiples of 2 and 5. There you go. So I can 46 this. next? Alright, Fade Shroud. The Arcane Warrior now only partly exists in the physical realm, while combat magic is active. Combat magic. Spanning the gap between the real world and the Fade grants a bonus to mana regen and a chance to avoid attacks. Combat magic. So I have to have that turned on. Combat magic. While this mode is active, the Arcane Warrior channels magic inward, trading increased fatigue for an attack bonus and the ability to use spell power to determine combat damage. So it's sort of like if I didn't have the staff. Or does a staff count? I mean, I have it. I wonder if I should use it. Oh, I don't know. So far, all of these specializations don't really fit. Is there anything else I want? Death magic, mana cleanse, spell shield, walking bomb, mind blast. Mind blast. The caster projects a wave of telekinetic force that stuns enemies caught in the sphere. I'm going to say that does sound useful. Shimmering shield. Notice that I'm not using these things. Range personal, upkeep 40, fatigue 5%. Arcane Warrior is surrounded by a shimmering shield of energy that blocks most damage and grants large bonuses to armor and all resistances. The shimmering shield consumes mana rapidly. So it really, man, I'm almost ready for this to be done insofar as I can go on to a new character and maybe do better pre-search with a P, pre-search on what choices to make about stuff. Because now I want all this back. Is there a mechanism in the game for respeccing? Every game should allow you to do that at least once per character. You know, and at great expense, or as the result of like a quest of its own, so you have to work for it. That's fine. It makes it feel more appropriate too. But Mind Blast. I feel like I'm gonna get more use out of that than the other thing. All right, my character's just all over the place. That stuns enemies caught in the sphere. Okay. Move that down. What does this one do? Rejuve? Litany of Adrala. This item has a unique power. This does mana drain. Okay, that actually sounds useful. Actually, let's get these moved over. Lesser poultice, I just don't even, frankly. Alright, let's see. You know what I haven't done in a while? There you go. Gosh darn. We got traps. Do you get XP for... Indeed.
On it.
Who doesn't like EXP? Is that just for him, or is that for everyone? Those are lesser. Those still confuse me. Death Root. And he saw more. I'm sure he said there were more. So was this actually considered... Oh. Like DLC content coming back here? It feels more integral, which I guess means that it did a good job. Let's see. Merrick's Blade. So I have a longsword. So that is an upgrade. That is a real upgrade. Okay, especially once I can get some things attached to it. Wasn't there something else? Gauntlets? Massive globes. Let's see. Alistair. Massive. Tier 6 to tier 4 armor. Critical backstab? What? I guess the critical part is what matters. Spell resist. I don't know. I kind of like that part. Wait, he's down to 30? Is that how much it's being reduced, or how much it's being reduced to? I would like to know. Tier 7 to tier 6. Missile attacks. Is there a set bonus? I also see there are only 2... No, I gave the other thing to what's-his-face. Okay, so... Massive, medium. The others are medium. Oh. Well, let's give him that. And then Zevran can't use the other one. He's not strong enough. Okay. Kalen's shield. Damage to Darkspawn and Beasts. Gold ring does not do anything. Alright, I guess we'll save again. Okay. Can I go up here? No. I don't mean that. I was talking about the scaffolding. I am also, not only did I get pie, I am presently assembling a new desk. And as soon as the pie arrived, I'm like, okay, now I can record. Couldn't have that happen in the middle.
It shall be done.
Green stone.
There, more of the fiends ahead.
Oh, not really ahead. You guys miffed. So let's try this out. Well, it is stunned.
I shall take
my
Down!
but it's around.
This is annoying. Don't be back.
Everybody else doing okay?
Very well.
Everyone could be doing better.
No quarter shall be given.
But I think he's okay.
As you say.
Oh, he's not. Wow, man. Oh, there are people here, but that's fine.
Now we can match.
We must have victory. Very well.
Alright, if
It
you
is
would...
begun.
Oh, I think she just did it. Yep, okay, good. Some more people over there. I'm gonna rush in like a fool.
It shall be done.
Got the shatter.
Now we play a little. I haven't been disheartened.
Wow, man, he is just really brittle. I forgot. Yep, he's down again.
Don't give them the advantage.
It is begun. We must have victory.
No quarter shall be given.
As you say. Now we go into battle.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
It is begun.
Have you no concern for your own existence? Now you fall!
Oh, now the men's drain? Okay. Demonic eye. Oh, wow, okay. Tier 7. Somehow I can wear it. Like,
I'll try to be more careful.
I suppose I could try being this warrior character. Give him a little bit of a break. And then have 2 mages with me and Mr. Man.
I shall do it.
Just see how that works out. Because it's going to let me wear all this armor based on my magic. So I could be a tank. Oop, can't go that way.
Dark
Whoa,
spawn.
Jeebus. Okay. It's going to cross in front, right? Yeah.
Very
Ooh,
well.
that thing did not like that.
I hope I don't get blood all over me again.
Very well.
Isn't that pretty much one of the main characteristics of these games, is that you get covered with blood constantly? Thought I saw something, but I did not.
I shall.
They seem nice. Wait, they just died? Wow. This feels suspicious. We got that big guy coming, I see that.
Shall be done.
I still remember my first battle.
Away with you.
That went well.
Yeah. Like, so well, I'm extremely
The dark
suspicious.
spawn have sensed us.
They sensed me going for one of their swords just now. Money, money, money.
Very well.
light.
It is begun.
Critical shot. They did it again.
Don't be a fool.
Oh, I wanted to be one. I hear ya. There's something out there.
There. Rip the fiends ahead.
You know what I forgot to do, though? Let's see here. Mr. Man. Oh, other Mr. Man. Kalen's BP. So. Tier 7. Better armor, more fatigue cost. Physical resist and armor versus defense and health. I mean, maybe. Maybe. We'll find out. The truth is I probably won't really notice any difference. Alright, so I feel like... Whoa!
It shall be done.
One of the few times that was actually easy. Does this still feel way too easy? Who are you going after exactly? Win, you're in the way.
It shall be done.
It shall be done. It shall be done. It shall be done. It shall be done. Arrow of filth. Okay. Kinda useless to me. Arrow. Darkspawn the mass.
Ugh, down the hole and into the deep. I don't even want to imagine where that leads.
Do you mean we're not going that way? Splint mail. I simply cannot. Okay. Very good.
Very well.
Do they have any pineapple on pizza? Doesn't look like it. They do have pie, though. What am I missing? I must have to go through here. No. What? Kaylin's possessions. What am I not understanding?
As you say.
The door...
Very well.
Barricaded from the other side. Okay, so good of you to put the text where I couldn't read it. What am I missing?
As you say.
Nug Crusher? Two-handed hammer. Nice. I know someone who could probably use that. Though I'm not going to have them in party very often. This is one thing I don't... Having them stand around waiting for me, it's creating a pressure that I don't need to experience in a game, right? Like, I just want to have my party and have my party evolve. You know? Not, like, have people waiting for me. Oh. I'm supposed to click on it. I'm smart.
By the Maker!
Let's have at it!
Now we do battle! With no quarter shall be given!
All right, let's go!
Let's go. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this out. I'm going to put the heals back here. Because I'm already in a situation where I'm clicking on them manually. So I'll just keep doing that. I know it was like letter one. But I wasn't using it that way and I seem to be okay, so that's fine. And I think under the circumstances, I shouldn't tread too much farther. Maybe one more fight. Is anybody around that corner? No? Alrighty then. Let's continue next time. Come back or else.